Hi, Scorpios. This is Kathy. Welcome to my channel, Kathy Mamolen, Psychic Medium. Welcome to a timeless love reading for my Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Cross watchers are always welcome. Today, I'm going to ask my spirit guides what you don't see coming in. What is the loving energy that's going on around you? Is somebody thinking of you? Is something shifting? Is something moving with somebody that you might be thinking of? So let's just see what's coming in and what may be next. So my Scorpios, welcome. Welcome back, everybody. Welcome to anybody that's been newly guided here. I'm so grateful. Spirit, I call upon you for loving messages. What is it that you need us to know at this time? What is it you need my Scorpios to hear? What's coming into their life at this time? I am listening for you now. I have springtime. Okay. Spring is in the air, blooming flowers. Okay. New growth. Okay. Springtime would be growth. Inner strength. It came into me not so much as inner strength as picking up speed. Okay. Is what they said. So maybe somebody I'm thinking of as it's starting to move a little faster and it's starting to grow. Maybe that's what they're trying to share. Let's keep going. That's encouraging. Self-sabotage. Somebody has been pushing this away, and you see it as a form of self-sabotage because it's a good thing. You're a good thing to them. So why would they be sabotaging? It's the person who, as soon as they're happy and settled, they somehow blow up their life. They somehow, can't handle that things are working, and they come up with like weird excuses. I don't want this for some reason. So maybe there's something going on with that. I have celebration. Maybe we can get over the person who, this felt like I'm on the brink of running, and then the celebration energy feels like maybe they calmed down enough and they kind of push through that fear, that runner fear that they typically have. I have regrets. Maybe they have a running instinct and they've run away from other things in the past. And then they always end up in the same place with, I'm alone and I regret what I did and I regret that I pushed somebody away. So maybe somebody has really learned some lessons from their past, and they're learning how to fight that inner instinct that self-sabotages or runs. So maybe that's good. Let's see. I like the inner strength. What did they say? Picking up speed. Okay. Hidden thorns. Look beyond the romance to discern true intentions. What are their true intentions? You're really looking at their actions right now, is how I feel. I feel like everything's in its place. Everything seems normal. Spirit says, I'm just constantly looking at their actions. Maybe you know their history, that they have a tendency to walk away from relationships. I have swept away, caught up in the romance, or clearing out some emotions. So I'm swept away. It's very romantic. Yeah, you're holding their attention for some reason is how it came into me. That they love that. How do I want to say this? They love that you love them. Okay. And they can tell the difference. They've been in other relationships where they thought somebody loved them, but at the end of the day, they couldn't possibly have loved them because it was just too easy for them to walk away or for them to just say, fine, go. So they love how you are loving them. And that's how we fall in love with somebody. So if they're able to sweep you away and they're getting this reaction from you, I'm so in love with you, I'm crazy about you, then they're enjoying that. They're enjoying your reaction. They're enjoying making you happy. I have love's disguise. Go beyond superficial looks and see who they truly are. You could be the first person that they're opening up to. That feeling I had a moment ago of pushing through the fear, that you're the first person that even when I want to run, I'm not for some reason. You're able to hold me here. And I feel like they feel the difference this time, and that's good. It's really encouraging, Spirit just said. Another crossing over. Okay, I love crossing overs. Bridge the gap between your hearts with trust. I'm learning to trust you. Okay, you're learning to trust them. I feel like we're really looking at this person's actions a lot. Maybe there's a reason that we've had to, but right now it just feels like I just need this person to keep showing me that they're showing up in my life, that they're consistent, that they really want to be here, things like that. Spirit, what's coming in that we don't know, or intentions that we might not be aware of? I have a devil. I have a hanged man. I have a Knight of Cups. And I have a Chariot. I don't know if you can change somebody, but you definitely have changed their behavior with wanting to be with other people or wanting to be alone and just pushing other people out of their life. I feel like that devil card to them is, they're using the word destruction. I'm going to use sabotage as well. That they have a tendency to just destroy what's good in their life. And I have a Four of Wands, and they're moving in the direction of they want to build what's good in their life for the first time. So have you changed their behavior? Possibly. Okay. Or have you changed their outlook or their mindset that I can be happy. I deserve to be happy, that not everybody's going to hurt me. So there is this sense of commitment. Okay. And the devil is more of I just have always had to fight these feelings. I've always been tempted. I've always been, I don't know, I maybe don't do the right things all the time. But you want to make me be a better person. And this is a commitment. This is a feeling of, I want to move towards a commitment with you. I'm truly falling in love with you. But I've never done this before. I feel like this person has never gotten that far before. They have either sabotaged it, or maybe they were with somebody, but that person didn't make them feel the way that you make them feel. They feel safe and secure, and they like that they're sweeping you off their feet in some way. But I feel like they are falling for you. And are they ready to admit it? They have a hard time with their words. I'm going to say it that way, because they keep showing me that this person is more of a let me show you energy. So that's why the actions are so important. How do they treat you? Are they good to you? Are they showing up for you? Are they loving you, caring about you? They might not be saying the perfect words. That might be a struggle, but their actions speak louder than words. I have a controlling energy. I don't want to be controlled by anybody. I feel like they're a very strong alpha male energy for some reason. And I feel that I don't want anybody to tell me what to do. I don't want anybody to tell me what I'm feeling. As soon as somebody does, I'm out of there. So they're a lone wolf in a sense. And you're the first person who they probably let into that energy. Get this close to them. Lunch breaks, work affair. Oh boy, is that how it started? Did it start as a crush with somebody at work? A little bit shady, keeping it on the QT. Maybe we had to keep this under wraps for a little while for some reason. Somebody blocked you. I don't know. That's coming into me as, yeah, I would say that they have a tendency to remove people from their life, and they just remove them. They block them. They don't think about them again. They don't go back. So that would be my fear, is they are a runner. Sealed with a kiss. Still not over you. Okay, so I don't feel like, I feel like they are just holding on, you know, like they're trying to figure this out. Sealed with a kiss. I know I love to be with you. You do have a breadcrumbing. So maybe there's a feeling of, maybe there's been some times that this person has pulled back. Not necessarily that that's all they do, but there's definitely been some times this person has pulled back because of the fear. Spirit just said, but you are the first person that can hold their attention. And so they're taking that part seriously, because they're wondering what it is about you that they just keep coming back for more, is how it just came in. I have a Two of Cups. I'm sorry, Two of Cups. I have an Eight of Pentacles. Maybe we are connected to work somehow, or we just got to work on this. I have a Sun. And I have a Three of Cups. Spirit just shared with me that they actually want what other people have. They just have never had it, or they sabotaged it, or they pushed it away. But they actually deep down inside are envious of what other people have. I want one person that loves me unconditionally. They struggle with even the word unconditional, like they don't believe it. They struggle with, how can one person, you know, just love you no matter what? You know, ask any mother and how you love your children unconditionally. So it's this feeling of, I struggle with that. I struggle with, how can one person love me no matter what? So they're just having a hard time, but they do want it. They do want it. They want what other people have, is how they just said it. I have a Nine of Swords and a Three of Swords at the bottom of my deck. Guess what that means? I'm worried you are going to break my heart. So this is the kind of person that would say, well, I'm going to break your heart before you break up mine. So that alpha energy, who's kind of got their ego first a lot. I don't want to be hurt. And I don't trust anybody to not hurt me. So how do we get over this, Spirit? This person's got to be more accepting. I have a Page of Pentacles. They're saying time. I know that we don't want to hear that all the time, but it's more of a, time will show them that they can trust you. Time will show them that it's a good thing to not run, that it gets better when you don't run away and start over and keep starting over with different people. So there's a sense that they're learning that. I have reciprocity. I want to have an equal give and take. So they know that that's what they have to give. That's good. And understanding, I see your side of the story. I know that there's two sides of this. I have to be all in. You know they have to be all in. I want to go back to picking up speed, Spirit. What did you mean by that in the beginning? Escape. I left when things got hard. I'm going to say this is their story, that they typically walk away from a relationship as soon as it gets bad. So how do you stay in a relationship and work through the hard times? They haven't learned that. So that would be my concern. They've got to learn it. And Spirit's saying they've got to learn it with the right person. Picking up speed. Destiny. I've been struggling to find the right path, and are you my destiny? They're saying that you see things differently, that you explain to this person that you see it differently, that you see that we're supposed to be together, that things are working out, things are good. And they are having a hard time wrapping their head around that. Like, how do you, here's their ego getting in the way. I let my pride get in the way of our connection. So I struggle with, I don't want anybody to hold me back. I don't want anybody to control me. I don't want anybody to tell me what to do. Just because you're in a relationship doesn't mean that you don't have freedom. They love spending time with you, Spirit says. And I think the speed of this picking up, or things picking up, is Spirit's way of saying that they want to spend more time with you. So some of these kind of unknowns, feelings they can work through, that they can push through this fear, that they can feel comfortable that you're not going anywhere, that they can feel comfortable that if we have an argument, it doesn't mean that it's the end of our relationship. It means that it was an argument and we find a middle ground and then we move on, you know? And I feel like when you start to do some of those things, this person's going to say, hey, my relationship didn't end and it didn't have to end. And it's still good and it's actually better. So this feeling of I'm learning and I want to put more time into it is how it's coming in. I will come back towards you when the time is right. I will say that there is probably some breadcrumbing. I will say that. I will say this person has a tendency not to pull away completely, but to back off when they start to feel overwhelmed or they start to feel like they're in too deep. That's just fear. I can't stop thinking about your beauty. Okay. I also like this feeling of, what did they say? They love that you love them. And I think everybody wants to feel that way. I think everybody wants to know that they're loved. Your presence in my life gives me peace. Now that's interesting because if this is a true alpha, I'm going to say male or female. I'm just going to say alpha energy, like a very strong, persistent, kind of forward energy, that you somehow calm them. You somehow ground them. You somehow, I don't know, give them a different point of view or a new perspective to look at life, so that they don't have to be so on all the time, that maybe they can just like chill, and they don't have to be like up front and forward so much all the time. So maybe they can just relax around you, would be a better way for me to say it. You're so beautiful inside and out. I feel like you believe in unconditional love, and I feel like you're trying to teach them that until they believe it. That not only that you do love them unconditionally, or you will continue to love them or grow into this unconditional love, but that they are capable of unconditional love also, which is maybe something that they're not used to. It's okay. Sometimes I feel you deserve so much better than me. That's their own insecurity. That's them saying to themselves that I always walk away from somebody and I wouldn't want to hurt you. So, but they don't have to walk away every time. They can stay. And that's what you need to work on. You can say, you don't have to walk away this time. Just stay. Don't reinvent yourself every 6 months or a year with a different person. It's not going to be any different with somebody else. You will always be running then. You'll always have issues. You'll always have things with different people. You've got to learn how to push through the fear of why, as soon as it gets hard, you feel like you've got to run away. I can't stop thinking about you. That's why they want to spend more time with you. Because you've captured their attention. They like how they feel when they're with you, is the bottom line. You make them feel good. Whether it's calming, loving them, they feel loved, they are happy when they're with you. That's why they want to be with you. It's how they feel. And I'm assuming you want to be with them because they make you feel good. Otherwise, you wouldn't be there. Only you can see through me. So you're the first person who probably has connected to them on such a deep emotional level. So I feel like to them, that is their kind of self-talk, saying nobody's ever gotten to my heart. Nobody ever has captured my heart. Nobody ever has gotten this deep before. So what is it about you? And that's why they want to spend more time. So I am going to commit to, only because the way Spirit said it to me, it was pretty distinct, that it's picking up speed. So that's what I want you to hold on to. Maybe that's what we don't see coming. Okay. That this person wants to spend more time with you and be more involved in your life, or you'll start to see them more often. Something like that. So let's put this out into the universe. Yeah, there's a lot of fear out there. Even some of the strongest people, you know, if this is an alpha person, you look at them and they're so strong, they're so secure, they're so self-confident as an alpha energy. I can't believe that they're fearful of a relationship. But they are. Let's put this out. I want to thank Spirit for these messages today. If you are new to my channel, I'm so grateful that you're here. Please remember to hit that like, subscribe, ring the notification bell. Thank you for your comments. I appreciate them. If you'd like to book a private reading with me, go to my website, kathymamolin.psychicmedium.com. Check out my other 2 YouTube channels, my Pick a Card channel and my Twin Flame channel, Soulmate channel for different readings. And I'll put those links in the description. I hope you enjoyed your reading, and we'll see you again real soon.